Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975, and welcome to a SEGA Saturn update. As I said before, I think this is number 4? Number 3? No, I'm pretty sure it's number 4, but that's irrelevant. Just read the title. Haven't put the title in yet, so that's why I don't know what number it is. Never mind. Don't want to sound like a broken record. You can see how bright it is, even with Dennis doing his best up there to deflect the ultraviolets, but seriously, summer, fuck off already. Hey, if you like summer, brilliant, you know. I don't know if it's because I work nights and so therefore it's my natural enemy, but I just don't like heat. Anyway, sorry, where did that come from? Yeah, Sega Saturn update. As I said before, I'm really genuinely excited to have a console that, you know, it's fresh and totally new to collect for. As I've said when I talked about it, my brother had one, you know, back in the day, not myself. So while I had experience, you know, I didn't have full access to it, I guess. So that's why collecting for it now is kind of, well, it's exciting. That sounds really stupid because I'm an adult, but it is. It's exciting. And as I said before, I kind of do this every sort of 5 games, I guess. And nostalgia is a big part of, you know, if I say as I said before any more times, I'm going to hit me. Yeah, nostalgia is kind of what drives my title selection, if you will, but there are a few like twists and turns here that I'll try and explain. But yeah, all of these were dirt cheap again. I mean, I can't get over. Why am I trying to pick the price label off now? Sorry, I'm OCD. I see a label, I got to get rid of it. Yeah, all of these were dirt cheap, especially, spoilers, the Japanese ones, which again, because I'm not going for any sort of, I don't know, consistency in my collection. It doesn't matter, you know, what region they're from. Anyway, let's get into it. The first one I picked up, again, I think this was around about, I think this was probably the most expensive one. I think it was probably a tenner. I'm not sure, I can't remember, it's been a while. You may have seen some of these in gameplays or not. The reason I'm still going to do these update collection videos is because some people don't watch my gameplays. I don't know, I love them. Well, I love making them, which probably explains why people don't like watching them. Yeah, the first one was Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. I don't know why you went with such a long name, Sega. Maybe it was to kind of, you know, distance it from the first one. The first one, while I love it, it's a good game, but it's flawed and it's broken. It runs at a frame rate of 20 frames a second. Mind you, there are a lot of cars on the screen at once. This is fixed, it runs at 30 frames a second. It's got the original tracks, 2 new tracks, 3 new cars. I love it. It's broken. Again, like the handling of the car is, I don't know, it's like pushing a sausage up Park Street. It's terrible. But the thing is, right, so they've done stuff, little things have been taken out. I think it's the reflections being changed on the window or something, I don't know. Little things have been taken out to give it a consistent frame rate, but I still kind of struggle to spot massive differences between this and the original one. I mean, obviously it's got extra tracks, extra cars, but I don't know, the pop-up's still there. To me, the pop-up looks the same. I guess the only thing you can kind of spot is in the difference is the fact that it runs with a more solid frame rate. Oh, it was complete. It was minty fresh, if you can say minty fresh for, you know, the god-awful UK Saturn cases. They get worse. I'll show you one in a minute that's gonna fucking, well, it's gonna piss me off. It's not gonna piss you off. You didn't pay for it. The next one, now this is nostalgia in a different way. I picked up, I think I paid a £10 for this as well, but that's because I bought it in Pink Planet, and obviously you're going to pay high street prices, and that store overinflates its prices. But that's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which is obviously the pinnacle version of Mortal Kombat. Now, the reason I bought this, and I could be wrong, this is, Jesus, Saturn discs, do you ever stay in the place? It's not complete, but again, if you're happy to pay the price, then it's a good price. So, but yeah. I had Mortal Kombat, which I think, was it a launch title? It was very close to it on my PlayStation. Well, my Japanese PlayStation, but I had the English Mortal Kombat in that whole cardboard case that actually makes these look good. And I loved it. I'm terrible I'm still terrible at Mortal Kombat games, but it doesn't mean because you shit at something, you still can't genuinely enjoy it 100%. But yeah, I had that version on the PlayStation, which because it was such an early title, and all the cheat codes. I ripped the page out of the magazine. I just have such nostalgia for it. I haven't actually played this yet. I do hear that it is the best version. Obviously, the Saturn's made for 2D games, so 2D fighting games of this type, I should say. So yeah, quite looking forward to this. You can definitely expect a gameplay. Why is the box art so shit? Well, then I guess you can't complain because normally the box art is just the bloody Mortal Kombat thing. Right. The final PAL UK one I got, because my brother never had it, but I saw it in the magazines, and I've done a gameplay, and as for, the reason I wanted this was the reason we liked these things back then, if that makes sense. It's a roundabout way of saying it. Was when the 32-bit era came in, we had polygons and proper 3D games. I don't know why I said proper so many times. One thing, well, at least for me, one thing we always wanted outside of car games was flying games, because plane, we have the ability to properly move around and shit and give you a massive environment. So I bought Wing Arms. I heard good things about it. I've played it. I do like it. It's very linear. It is what it is. It's just shoot shit in the sky. The levels seem a bit long based on the first one, which you got to kind of grind through to get to the better ones. But yeah, it's alright. It's really, really, really good. I paid, again, this was Pink Planet, so I think I paid about, I don't know, maybe a £5 for it. But I do remember when I picked it off the desk, having just paid for it from the guy, this happened. It came straight off in my hand. It wasn't their fault, I mean, because it was on there. Look at it, look at it! What a pile of shit, Sega. Yeah, I've like, oh, for fuck's sake. And the bloke said sorry, and I went, no, dude, it's not your fault. It's fucking Sega in the 90s. How did they go from those amazing clamshell cases there to the utter bollocks that is this? But yeah, this is actually complete and minty fresh, but obviously the disc is actually, look at it, for fuck's sake, the disc is actually in my Saturn as we speak. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've done a gameplay. I might do another couple of gameplays when I actually get to like the meat and two veg of it, which is big actual sort of environments that aren't just in the sky, because it looks lovely on the back, but I haven't actually experienced that myself. But yeah, fail Sega on the case. On the subject of sexy cases, got two Japanese ones. Now these both were, the problem with these is they take like a month to come, but these were both a £5, both included shipping, both came from Japan, and yeah, we'll go with this one first. I love, why didn't you just go with the CD cases, for fuck's sake, Sega? They're bulletproof, I should say that. Yeah, first one I got was Virtua Fighter Remix, which obviously, now, my nostalgia for Virtua Fighter comes from the fact that I do like the blocky, chunky nature. I got a gameplay of it, it's terrible on the Saturn. Got a gameplay on 32X, which is fantastic, but my nostalgia comes from the arcade game. I like that weird, warped, bloody toy kind of thing. Why am I doing this? Look, I got the shakes. Yeah, toy kind of style graphics. That's what my nostalgia is, but it's such a horrible, horrible, broken game, that one, that I thought for a £5, I've got to have this. So I bought the Japanese one, because obviously it's got like the Virtua Fighter 2 style graphics, but I think it's light sourced. Again, that whole either light sourced or high res, not both at the same time. I think, could be wrong, this is both at the same time. So I got it simply because, well, it's a £5 and it does look amazing. I've got a gameplay, it might be up by now or not, it's unlisted. Who knows when this goes up? Who knows what cloud? Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. It really, really does. And for a £5, amazing. Obviously, the manual is the CD book, which is pointless because it's in Japanese. So I can't do any of the moves anyway. But good luck trying to do 700 plus moves with Japanese manual, Dave. Although that always amazed me. 700 plus moves. Plus means it could just be 701, mind, with 3 buttons. The last one, which now this is nostalgia, never had it back in the day, never played it, but when they announced Saturn, the SEGA Saturn in all the magazines and stuff like that, this was the one game that was out there, like in all the previews, absolutely all the previews. And I guess this because, again, Saturn is, a 2D powerhouse. This is what, I've got a gameplay of this, it looks amazing. It's where it shined, if I should say, and that's Clockwork Knight. That opening of this big musical number, poorly rendered, or poorly displayed on the Saturn, I should say. Intro is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you're a knight. You're a bird, or you're fairy toy gets nicked, and you go to get it back, but there's two of you. Well, not in the game, but you're the clumsy one. There's another knight who fancies her and stuff. But it's 2.5D. And I think it's rendered. It looks absolutely lovely. It's got kind of a nightmarish quality to it, if you know what I mean. Because it's toys. Toys look evil at the best of times. These sort of toys, but honestly, for £5, this is again why I went with the Jap one, because the UK one is about 15. Well, I saw it for 15 on Amazon. But yeah, epic times. So that's my Sega Saturn collection update number 4. What's up there, and yeah, like I said, I'm loving this system. I'm really having so much fun collecting for it. And also, while I have rules, kind of loose rules for collecting for it, there's any games you know that are cheap, Japanese, European, whatever, American, but they probably won't be, leave a recommendation down below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.